All right, this is a pretty decent edition of the feed this week. So there's another showcase, another video game showcase with Xbox. So there's been a couple of things. A lot of that I've already done. I couldn't wait to kind of hop in and do like my Dragon's Dogma and Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Yeah, I kind of already did that. So I kind of skipped over those for the most part because we kind of already talked about it. So it'll be redundant. Even though I would love to, I could talk about Dragon's Dogma for at least 4 hours or so straight. I love that game. But here we go. So first up on the feed, reported by Kotaku, I regret to inform you it's once again time to get sad about Titanfall 3. I mean, I kind of don't need to click on it. Titanfall 2 is an amazing game. It's one of the greatest games ever made. It's one of the greatest shooters ever made. And it's the Transformers story that we all deserved, but never got from Michael Bay. Douchebag. Anyway, yeah, so what are we talking about here? The last time we wrote about Titanfall 3 on this website was April 2023, which really isn't that long ago. I mean, in 2023, 3 months is a lifetime. So it pains me to say that only a few months later, it is time again to talk about Titanfall 3. Specifically, a designer's recounting of how the game was actually months into development before being shelved. That's actually pretty painful. That's again one of my favorite games, one of the best shooters ever. Like if I had the echo effect, I would do the of all time. But no, it's actually a really dope game, really fun. It was almost like the Half-Life. It's weird. It was like it kind of turned into like a Half-Life 3 as well. You know, it's like one of the games we can only dream about. But it was that damn good. It was like, damn, this is almost like what Half-Life will be like. But yeah, if the last time hurt because it was about the potential of a future game, this one hurts even more because it's about a game that could have been. In an interview with the Burnett, right, them, a veteran designer, Mohammed Alavi, who has recently left Respawn after spending over a decade there, recounts what was going on at the studio in the final days of Titanfall 2's release. He's quoted as saying, "You want to hear a crazy cut story? Titanfall 3. You know, Titanfall 2 came out, did what it did, and we were like, okay, we're going to make Titanfall 3. And we worked on Titanfall 3 for about 10 months. Yo, that's like a year. Jeez. In earnest, right? I mean, we had new tech for it. Oh, jeez. We had multiple missions going. We had a first playable, which was like on par to just be as good, if not better, than whatever we had before, right? But I'll make this clear. Incrementally better. It wasn't revolutionary. I could buy that because Titanfall 2 was kind of incredible. And that's the kicker, right? And we were feeling pretty decent about it, but not the same feeling as Titanfall 2, where we were making something revolutionary. You know what I mean? I absolutely know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, if you play Titanfall 2, and I really hope you have played Titanfall 2, the section in the game where you're going, like, phasing in and out of, like, the time, like, you can phase in the past, then come back to the future, was crazy. Like, that's one of the greatest video game moments I've ever had, and I'm, like, 40 years old, damn near. I remember booting up Super Mario Brothers when that was the shit. Okay, like, so yeah, trust me, Titanfall 2 was like that game. Alavi also says the multiplayer team were having trouble since the game's sensations are as they stood were just too much. That everything was cranked up to 11 and players would burn out a bit fast. But ultimately, he recounts that what really killed off Titanfall 3 was the fact that having been influenced by the release of PUBG and seeing huge internal success of porting Titanfall's mechanics to the Battle Royale map. What's the name of their Battle Royale? It's all over the place. I hear it's really good, but I just never really played it. What the team were planning to add to the series started sounding better as its own game. Which and I can't. Good lord, come on, Senor. What's the name of that game? I can't remember the name of it. I don't play those battle royale, battle pass games. I think they're ruining gaming. Ruined gaming. Gaming's kind of shit right now, but yeah, I can see them like with single player games, especially single player like shooter games, is deemed not marketable by the suits and whatnot have you, because you got to slap a battle pass on everything nowadays in order for it to be marketable, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it's, and the fact that Titanfall 2, being the incredible damn game that it is, didn't sell that well. I kind of knew. I mean, Titanfall 3 would have been a miracle, but I knew it wasn't going to happen because it wasn't like, it didn't sell that well. So it sucks, but yeah, I'm not surprised. So, all right, next up on the feed, I just said we talked about a lot of the showcase games, specifically Dragon's Dogma, but also Cyberpunk 2077. But also reported by Kotaku, Cyberpunk 2077 expansion adds minigame about one of the coolest parts of the anime. Oh, okay. They didn't mention this in the showcase, but oh, do we get a trauma team? Do we play as trauma team? Oh my god! See, this is what I mean about like Night City. Like, yeah, Keanu is cool and all that. The Johnny Silverhands is really cool, but that's like, okay, I'm done with that. I really want to dive into like everything in the Night City, and stuff like the Trauma Team seemed like really cool thing to get into. But all right, Trauma Team is an aspect of the cyberpunk universe that CD Projekt Red's 2077 doesn't engage with much enough. Like everything else, like I was saying. The group is a militarized team that shows up for the rich when they're in need of medical help. Conceptually, it's a microcosm of Night City as a capitalistic hellhole, but 2077 doesn't make a ton of use of them. Really, it was the Edge Runners Netflix anime that best illustrated Trauma Team's place in the world. That and there's a comic book run that they did that like specifically dealt with Trauma Team 2. I think it was just called Trauma Team. Like, it's like a 4-issue series that I read, and it was like this is incredible. This is exactly what I wanted in the game. Like, give me this in the game. Wait, shoot, I forgot where I was. The team's place in the world, as it had a scene where protagonist David Martinez's mother was left to die because she didn't have a priority membership for the services. It's a bleak commentary on an American healthcare system, and it's a really interesting part of the world. Since Edge Runners, what is that? Edge Runners featured Trauma Team so prominently, 2077 fans have raised issue with how little the entity is featured in the game. It sounds like developer CD Projekt Red wants to give them a little love in the upcoming Phantom Liberty expansion. In an interview with Kotaku at Summer Games Fest, Cyberpunk 2077 quest designer Powell Sasko said fan reactions to Trauma Team led to the development of a new minigame that will be playable in the expansion when it launches on September 26th. I got awesome. Yes, give me more. Like, more into like just the world of Night City. Like, that's all I really wanted. Like I was saying, if I could just get past all the Johnny Silverhand stuff, all the Keanu storyline, and I just want to go to like a fixer and just do missions. Like, that's all I really want to do in Cyberpunk. They could have had a DLC of just that, and I'd have been, yeah, I'm good, I'm straight. So what is the mini game going to be about though? Sasko compares it to Roach Race, an arcade minigame that was added to Cyberpunk 2077 in a free update, and stars Roach, Geralt of Rivia's horse, awesome, from The Witcher. Like Roach Race, Trauma Trauma Drama will be a side scroller, but instead of a horse, you'll play as a member of Trauma Team saving clients. Oh, that sounds okay. That sounds rad. Trauma Drama is one of the several changes and additions CD Projekt Red is adding to Cyberpunk 2077 with Phantom Liberty. The expansion will cost $30, but several of the systemic changes will be free to those who only own the base game, including the cyberware capacity change, evocative of the Edge Runners anime. $30, done deal. I got that. The only thing is I pre-ordered the other game when it came out December 2020. That was a mistake. I can admit that. So I'm not gonna pre-order this one. This is probably gonna be a day one purchase for me. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll at least wait and see like what everybody says about it before I drop my cash on this thing. I mean, it's more 2077 is more like diving into Night City. I mean, we got Idris Elba in this. We got more Keanu. So I mean, it should be good. They fixed the game for the most part. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still buggy as all hell, but yeah, this sounds dope. I can't wait to get into it. And I messed up again, didn't I? Why are you not? Oh no, there we go. All right. Next on the feed, this is posted from Screen Time. Avengers Kang Dynasty is getting delayed. Unfortunately, I think they announced. I don't know if they announced this, but there were some other Marvel movies that was being delayed. It was supposed to premiere May 2nd, 2025, but now it's got pushed back a year to May 1st, 2026. And yeah, I mean, hey, it happens. Writer strike. There's a Hollywood writer strike, so everything's getting pushed back. And honestly, I think they're just, I think they're like hedging their bets on this. They're like, this will be, the writer strike will be fixed at some point soon, maybe by the end of summer. It's not looking like it, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. Next up on the feed, reported by comicbook.com, Gotham Knights has been canceled after one season on the CW. I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't even know this existed. Honestly, like, I don't watch TV. I don't have cable, really. But yeah, the marketing didn't get over here. I didn't even Gotham Knights. What the hell is that? What is that? That's a thing. I thought it was a video game. I didn't know it was like an actual TV show. It's a sad day in Gotham. The CW has officially canceled Gotham Knights after just one season on the network. The cancellation is just the latest for the network, which has been undergoing some major shifts since being sold to local television giant Nexstar Media Group in late 2022. Yeah, they said get all that stupid comic book shit out of here. Get that. What's the running bet? We'll see a bunch of like reality TV show garbage on there. Like, what's the bet? Even with the writer's strike, so there's no like ongoing like story series going on anywhere right now. So how much you want to bet we'll have some like garbage reality TV show crap shoveled in there? The CW's other two freshman dramas for the 2022-2023 season, Walker Independence. Yeah, that's like a Walker Texas Ranger prequel or something, isn't it? And The Winchesters have also been canceled, as well as the network's reboot of Kung Fu. That was a horrible idea to begin with anyway. And Two Sentence Horror Stories, which is another horrible idea to begin. Yeah, so I get it. Okay. What is Gotham Knights about? That's a good question. In Gotham Knights, in the wake of Bruce Wayne's murder, what? What? Bruce Wayne got? Who's writing this shit? His rebellious adopted son? Yeah, I'd cancel it myself. Bruce Wayne's getting murdered and he's got an adopted son? Unlikely alliance with the children of Batman's enemies when they are all framed for killing the Caped Crusader. What? Yeah, I ain't even gonna read no more. Yeah, cancel it. Canceled. Out of here. What the Next up on the feed, reported by Kotaku, Starfield's most expensive version has a fancy space watch. Ooh, it's got a space watch. Ooh, yay. $80. During Starfield's Direct at Summer Games Fest, executive producer Todd Howard interrupted the 437 hours of game footage to ask if anyone fancied buying one of these ear watches he had for sale. Surreptitiously. Hold on. Let me. I'm an author. Okay. Surreptitiously opening his coat while furtively looking around for cops. He said not to worry if the real gold straps left green marks on your arm. Wait, what are we doing here? What is this watch? Okay, can we get to what this watch? It's pretty sweet looking, right? It's okay. It's all right. It features a circular screen, as you'd expect from a modern watch in these modern times. Okay, this is kind of garbage. What do we like? Let's get to the meat of the thing here. Other intriguing aspects is its case. All this Starfield stuff looks cheap. Like, looks like old school Fisher Price. It's like stuff I would have had when I was like 5. Like all this, like the controller looked like a Trapper Keeper. You know, one of those good old school like Trapper Keepers. Actually, really makes me want to. Is there a market? Makes me want to go on eBay. I'm about to go on eBay and see if they like. I can get a Trapper Keeper just to have one. I'm old. When you get old, you get sentimental about dumb stuff like that. But yeah, wait. How much is this? $80, right? You will likely be able to get your hands on one come September 6th when the game releases. Also, peculiarly, Starfield's pre-order page is currently lacking a button for price for this most expensive way to buy the game. Yeah, they're just gonna slap $119 thing on you while you're nice and hyped. You know, while you're nice and hyped, right when it's time for it to launch and you're hyped, and you're like 100, 120, 140. I asked for 140 for this. Yeah, not I. Next up, reported by Kotaku, once again, Ubisoft's lush Avatar game finally shows off its open world gameplay. Yeah, this snuck up on me. I didn't know there was a Avatar game for this. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora might have missed launching alongside James Cameron's The Way of Water last December, but now we finally know more about what you'll do in the game. During Monday's Ubisoft Forward presentation, the publisher showed what fans can expect from its open world take on Cameron's epic sci-fi fantasy. The game opened the Ubisoft Forward event and is very much giving Far Cry, taking place primarily from a first-person perspective. Oh, I just thought this would be like a third-person game. The trailer sees a Na'vi exploring Pandora, riding on the back of a winged beast and swimming deep undersea before engaging in some of the heated firefights with those pesky militarized humans hell-bent on colonizing the gorgeous natural world. Okay. Is there a release date for this? Release date, blah, 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 blah. No release date that I see just yet. Okay, I mean, it's an Ubisoft game. But it's first person though. But it's going to have that progressive map thing where you like it's Ubisoft, so it's going to have 5 sectors of the map, and you're going to have to unlock all 5 of the maps, and you're going to unlock abilities that allows you to unlock the 5 sectors of the map. As you know, progressive like skill sets and things like that. It's going to have like a very charismatic enemy that's going to like chase you around the map, and you're going to take out like his 5 generals or whatever that's like taking over the map. And it's a Ubisoft game. They have a system. They don't bend or like go against their system like in any way. So yeah, there you have it. Yeah, give me $60 because I just told you the entire game. There you go. Next up on from comicbook.com, Chainsaw Man's opening has taken over 2023 as the most listened anime track of this year so far. Most listened to, I guess they want to say, anime track of the year so far. I have seen Chainsaw Man. I am going to review it at some point this summer. And the opening thing is pretty dope. That is a fact. It is pretty dope, and the anime is pretty dope and twisted, and I kind of love it. It might be anime of the year, but I don't watch that much anime. But from the anime I've seen, that and Demon Hunter, good shit. Top 10 anime songs taking over Billboard Japan for the first half of the year breaks down as such. Number 1 is Kickback, Kenshi Yonezu, Chainsaw Man opening. Idol, Yosabi, Oshi no Ko opening theme. I don't know what that. I have no idea what that is. Dai Zero Kan, 10 Feet, the first Slam Dunk ending thing. Wait, did they redo Slam Dunk? Did they redo Slam Dunk? That was my joint from back in like early 2000s. New Genesis, Adu, One Piece film. Hate One Piece. Mixed Nuts, official Hige Dandism, Spy X Family, Spy Family. I love Spy Family. That's another good one. I'm going to end up reviewing. Right, Senor. Shukufuku, Blessing, Yaosabi, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Wish from Mercury. I haven't seen that yet, but yeah, I gotta watch that. I love Gundam. Huge Gundam fan. I'm invincible, says Adu. One Piece film. I hate that. Zenkyo Sanka. I think I said that right. Aimer, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has a couple of entrances, opening themes, don't they? I think, don't they have like 2 or 3 at this point? White Noise, official Hige Dandism, Tokyo Revengers, Christmas Showdown arc opening theme, and Tokyo Shandy Rendezvous, Kav and Sumiki, Uretse Yatsudo, opening theme 1. I don't know what that is, and I think I said that right, but I never heard of it. But yeah, there you have it. The top is that like a Billboard section for like anime openings in Japan? We don't have like the top 100. Billboard has like the top 100, top 100 hip hop and pop and all that. In Japan, I guess they got to do the top 100 anime songs. I love Japan. Stay weird, Japan. I love you. Next up on the feed, from Kotaku, your Cyberpunk 2077 love story will continue in Phantom Liberty. Sweet, because I am very much into Pan Am. I had this growing appreciation for Pan Am. God, I sound like such a loser right now, but I felt like we were kind of in a budding relationship. You know, we had a thing. We had a little thing going on. Fucking loser, man. I get too into these things. But yeah, that's sweet. So more Pan Am relationship. Nice. Can't wait. $30. Yeah, $30. Take my money. And okay, so this is going to be officially the last time I mention Cyberpunk 2077 in the feed. Devs wrote Idris Elba's Phantom Liberty role just for him. All right, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to click on the article. That's perfect. Say no more. Okay, and are we rounding up? No, my God. Okay, I gotta end this. I told you it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff on here. But next up, reported by comicbook.com, Star Trek Picard prequel Firewall will finally reveal how 7 of 9 joined the Fenris Rangers. And yeah, I was not prepared for Picard to be the sequel to the Next Generation. Like I've been watching. Technically, I've never stopped watching TNG, but I've been watching The Next Generation like crazy, especially from the Paramount Plus app. That's kind of what made the Paramount Plus app like one of my favorite apps to sign on to. Within the past, especially this year, this has been a hard year. This been a hard year. So I've been aboard the Enterprise a lot in the last few months with Picard and the crew. So that was pretty cool. So Star Trek Picard is over and a review coming. But its story will expand with a new prequel novel called Star Trek Picard Firewall. Oh, it's a novel? Oh, I thought it was going to be a series or like a movie or something. Written by veteran Star Trek novelist David Mack, Star Trek Destiny, and Star Trek Coda. Oh, I've heard of that. I know Coda. Firewall will pull double duty as Star Trek Voyager sequel of sorts, as well as focuses on 7 of 9. Picking up 2 years after Voyager's return to Starfleet space, we know that 7 didn't immediately gain entry into Starfleet upon her return. Firewall will detail 7's reaction to the struggle and how she found a place in the Fenris Rangers instead. Star Trek Picard Firewall is slated to release February 27, 2024, and the novel is available for pre-order right now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. I haven't read a Star Trek novel since I was like 15, 16, something like that. But yeah, no, that makes it even better. I won't mind checking that out when I have the time. Hopefully it'll be on Audible, because that's the only I gotta listen and go when it comes to books nowadays. Next on the feed, reported by Kotaku.com, there are officially 2 minigames launching in October of this year. Damn that. September is crazy. September is going to be crazy. We have Starfield. We have Cyberpunk. What was the other game that was coming in September? I think Mortal Kombat 1 relaunch is coming out in September. It's crazy. And then we're talking October. I said video games was dead, but I don't know. Is it coming back? Is it coming back? Maybe it's coming back. What you think, Senor? Senor Corona, is video games coming back? Okay, this says, I just looked at a calendar after all these video game showcases and realized that later this year has become really, really packed. Alan Wake 2, I forgot about Alan Wake 2. I think, is that October, September? I think Alan Wake 2 might be October. Spider-Man 2 and more, all launching in a 10-day span of this time later this fall. Prepare yourselves and your wallets. My wallet's shambles anyway, so it don't matter. We are in the eye of the Summer Games Fest 2023 hurricane. So let's take a brief moment to catch our collective breaths and look back at everything announced so far at events like the Xbox Showcase. Taking stock of the next few months of interactive entertainment, one thing has become apparent. October 2023 has too many damn games. They didn't say that. I just kind of elaborated on that. So Forza Motorsports is October 10th. Assassin's Creed Mirage is October 12th. Lords of the Fallen, that's the Lord of the Rings game, right? October 13th. Alan Wake 2, October 17th. Spider-Man 2, October 20th. And that's after the fact of Phantom Liberty, Mortal Kombat 1, Starfield. Yeah, I ain't gonna make it. I'm not gonna make all that. Ain't no way. Especially with Starfield kind of being a day one. Cyberpunk 2077 definitely being a day one for me. And yeah, Alan Wake 2 is that's a day one for me. I'm buying that. That's $60 off top. But yeah, this a lot. And I was shocked, like even with the PlayStation showcase a couple weeks ago, I was kind of shocked at like the amount of 2023 titles I was seeing. It's like, wait, that's coming out this year? I was expecting like 2024, 2025. I was like, man, what the? I mean, I got but so much time and money. But it's fun. It's fun. I love that video game. Video games might be coming back. It's video games been garbage of late. I gotta say, video games have been garbage. But it's coming back. A lot of them are coming back. So, speaking of which, next on the feed by comicbook.com, NetherRealm has explained why it looks to create Mortal Kombat 1 rather than Injustice 3. I don't think that's their schedule. Actually, they do Mortal Kombat, then they do an Injustice, then they do another Mortal Kombat, then they do an Injustice. So I think it's self-explanatory. Do I even want to read this? Well, I'll do the first couple of lines. NetherRealm Studios has revealed why it's opted to develop Mortal Kombat 1 as its next title instead of Injustice 3. Over the course of the past decade, NetherRealm has rotated between creating the new Mortal Kombat and Injustice games in a back and forth type of manner. Like I said, they do Mortal Kombat game and then they'll do the Injustice one. With Mortal Kombat 11 being the studio's most recent project, it stood reason that Injustice 3 would be next up. Oh, is that right? Oh, didn't know that. Instead, NetherRealm opted to buck this trend and make yet another Mortal Kombat installment with MK1. Now we know the reason behind this decision internally at the company. Speaking to comicbook.com at a Mortal Kombat 1 preview event, NetherRealm's lead systems designer Derek Kurtzik, I think that's how you say it, explained that one of the big reasons why the studio wanted to make another MK game is because of how MK11 wrapped up. Following the release of the Aftermath expansion for Mortal Kombat 11, fun fact, I bought it. I bought the game and the Aftermath thing, installed the game, never played it. Never got around to it. So, Kurzik said that many developers at NetherRealm were excited about the idea of taking the story in a new direction. Outside of this, Kurtzik acknowledged that the studio's new game engine pushed them to create Mortal Kombat 1 instead, as it felt right to develop a new MK game first when utilizing the next-gen tech available. Basically, they don't want to piss off DC by making like a buggy, like not playable game with their license. Is kind of what it sounds like. So, yeah, okay. No, yeah, I did not know that. I kind of forgot that MK11 was their latest game. I thought it was Injustice 2 for some reason. I don't know, but next up, reported by Kotaku, Todd Howard of Bethesda says Elder Scrolls 6 might be the last one I do. Now, does that mean like he's leaving the company, or that like the last Elder Scrolls to be done? I don't know. Let's see. With Starfield, Bethesda's next big mega RPG on the near horizon, and the hotly anticipated sequel to Skyrim expected at some likely distant point after that, the studio has its hands full with crafting enormous worlds. But for Starfield's game director Todd Howard, Elder Scrolls 6 might be his final game in the series. Signing on to work at Bethesda Softworks as a producer in the mid-1990s, Howard has worked on every Elder Scrolls game since the second entry, Daggerfall. He also served as the games director on Fallout 3, excellent game, and 4, and was the executive producer on Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls and Fallout are not only massive games, they've been wild successes for Bethesda. Fallout 4 notably sold 1.2 million digital copies on Steam in its first day. Whoa, I didn't know that. And Skyrim, as of 2016 alone, has sold 30 million copies, because they keep releasing the damn thing, as one of Bethesda's public faces. Howard has never been shy about hitting the stage during various press events and to introduce and show off the studio's work. During an interview with IGN, the famed game director admitted that at 52, wow, he's 52, He's considered the studio's next fantasy epic as it's potentially one of his last. Reflecting on how the studio has shifted its development process, moving to support single entries after releasing instead of moving on to the next game. Howard said that the time and age is sort of spelling out that Elder Scrolls 6 might be his final Scrolls production. As we look to an Elder Scrolls 6, that is one where I probably shouldn't say this, but if I do the math, I'm not getting any younger. How long do people play Elder Scrolls for? That may be the last one I do. I don't know. Well, when he puts it that way, yeah, I can understand that. He has been very instrumental in getting Bethesda games to be one of like the top like premier video game studios that we have, and I kind of have a special. Bethesda has a special place in my heart a little bit because, they're in Maryland, Bethesda, Maryland, and Maryland don't have much, so having like a pretty kick-ass video game studio like right in our backyard is just always been pretty cool, and Todd Howard has been like mainly responsible for that. So if that is indeed his last, and I can see, God, I had no idea he was 52. He always seemed younger for some reason. But yeah, I could understand. I definitely understand that. And yeah, Godspeed, man. If he is going to like ride off into the sunset, hey, good work, sir. Even through the Fallout 76 and Fallout 4 debacles, yeah, he has way more hits than he has misses. So yeah, good luck on you. Okay, I want to round this out. Okay, and speaking of Bethesda, reported by Kotaku, Xbox promises Starfield will be Bethesda's least buggy launch ever. That's a tall order. I heavily doubt that. It is a rite of passage. It is Bethesda's kind of unofficial signature to have a buggy ass game launch. like when you first boot up the game, just your character either clips through the floor, or some like object just flies through the game world, or something crazy happens. That is like a rite of passage for any Bethesda game. It's happened from all the good ones, from Fallout 3 to New Vegas. Even though I think Obsidian kind of did New Vegas, but they patched Obsidian patched the hell out of that though. But yeah, no, I will put even more money on Starfield being buggy as hell when it launches. So yeah, there's that. And some sad news on the feed, reported by comicbook.com. Legendary Marvel Comics artist and Wolverine co-creator John Romita Sr. has died at the age of 93. Super sad. He co-created Wolverine, and I'm a huge X-Men fan. When I first started reading comics when I was like 12 or so, I was in the X-Men, and it was mainly because of the cartoon, like the 90s cartoon that was out. But yeah, I started reading X-Men, and like his son John Romita Jr. penned a lot of like the 90s X-Men run, and a little bit of the Uncanny X-Men too. But he did a lot of work on stuff like a kind of before my time a little bit. I think he did a lot of Daredevil, a lot of Spider-Man that's shown here. Did he do Punisher too, or was that John Romita Jr.? That might have been John Romita Jr. No, actually, I think he did Punisher. I think he did Punisher too. Legendary, like just absolute comic book icon. I have a lot of his work in my comic book collection too. A lot of him and his son's work. So rest in peace, sir. Godspeed, and huge fan of your work. So yeah, there we go. And okay, last up on the feed, reported by Screen Time, James Gunn has indicated that Peacemaker Season 2 is coming after Superman Legacy. So, I guess they're going to iron out the Superman fiasco that's going on right now in the DCU. And Peacemaker, which was, I did a review on that with my buddy Hood on another channel. And it was dumb. It was Adult Swim level of dumb. So it was entertaining and funny type of dumb. But I actually liked that way more than I thought I would, actually. And it's on the strength of John Cena. John Cena, like, is actually a pretty good comedic actor. Like, who knew, right? But yeah, no, I can't wait for season 2. Sounds like it's going to be a couple years down the line, but it's worth the wait. And I get to kind of watch it again. Actually, well, when I get HBO, it's not HBO Max no more. I think it's just Max now. I think it's still like $15 a month. But whenever I get that app again, yeah, I'll watch Peacemaker again. And so yeah, there we have it. That was a very lengthy, very meaty kind of feed. There was a lot there, a lot of meat on the bone of the feed there. But we got through it. I got through it with my co-host right here, old Senior Corona, and yeah. So that's it, and we will get back to the show right after this.